Welcome, family. Welcome, friends. Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Stephanie Renee, and we're on with the Candid Conversations journey from the single place. Y'all, it's been a whole couple of weeks. I've missed y'all. The crew has missed y'all, but we've been busy, but we are back. We are back, and we're glad that y'all have decided to tune in. Y'all ain't forget about your girl. Y'all didn't forget about the crew. And we are glad that y'all are tuning in. Y'all already know what we do, okay? Go ahead, like and share. Let other people know that we are on, okay? I'm excited, y'all. We're trying to get our mojo back because it's, when you take a break, sometimes, you got to get your mojo back. But we're excited to be here. We've been busy. It's been crazy busy. The month of October was crazy busy. So we had to regroup and we just had a lot of activities and stuff going on. But we are glad to be on tonight. Listen, if y'all haven't checked it out already, y'all may know, y'all may not know, but this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. When to walk away. And our headline is going to be infidelity. Ooh, juicy topic. Okay, y'all know the conversation is about to get real. But listen, y'all go ahead, say what's up to your girl. Hey, mama. Hey, Neil, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. We go way back to some great faith days. It's good to see you on. Thank y'all for those who have already decided to have already joined with us. I appreciate it so much. Again, we just been busy and we're just glad to be back. Last week we were able to support Mr. Mark Forts and Kevin Samuels with his fall festival. So we missed out. And we know that y'all was out probably, getting y'all children some sweet treats and some candy and all of that. So we said, hey, we might need to just, push it back to next week. But we're glad that we did. And so yeah, we're ready to dive in. So without further ado, because y'all know I can go on and on and on with the preliminaries. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to go ahead and add the crew in. Say what's up, y'all. Say what's up. Say what's up.
Y'all. We missed y'all so
back.
much. We are back.
How you been?
Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis.
They came. You know what? You are America's nightmare, Jericho. It's so terrible to see you again.
Hey, whichever way is good to be seen and not viewed. So
Lord,
praise the Lord for that.
I'll be the judge of that. Angela.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Muted, I was muted. Hey.
You was muted. Come through, Edges.
Stop.
Right, you got to
hold your head down. Let us see your edges, Angela.
No, because I think some things are not intact. I ain't holding nothing down.
Good, girl. You
look gonna have because he wants some so bad. So I told him for Christmas I'm gonna get him a male wig and I'm gonna pay for the install.
Hey, my cousin, he is a bomb male installer. He will hook you
got you hooked up already.
Give me his contact information. I want some locks by Christmas.
And people really be getting those done? Like, people really get that?
And he does them, man. I think he did a class to teach barbers and people how to do them. Oh, he's great.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to send
I want some locks. I want some locks by Christmas.
You know what? I haven't seen him do that. He'll give them the waves and the fade, the little nice little lineup, have them look.
Well, you know, they have the lock toupees. I've seen some men get some toupees, so I'll buy the toupee and then he can install it. I'll buy the lock toupee.
But all I know is it better not come out looking like Jericho hair, because then I'm gonna take him to court. I'm suing. I'm gonna sue.
These locks are locking. You hear me?
No, those locks. You need to find the key and unlock them. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I bet if you grew hair back, you'll be walking around here looking like Carl Winslow. Okay, subject.
First of all,
Mark, would you want some hair? Do you think you would look right with some hair?
I think listen, I used to have waves back in the day. I know you can't tell, but I had pretty waves, and then I used to have cornrows back in college. They were pretty too. I used to get them done every week. They had pretty cornrows.
Not pretty.
I bet the braid was 18 inches long from the front to the back of your neck. That was a real story.
They were. That's all right, because when you get braids, they look like stitches on you.
That's how I like them to look too.
Oh my God, y'all know they crazy. I try to bring them to some type of reasonable mindset, but I think it's not gonna work. But listen, I need y'all to go ahead and join in. Come on, like, share. Y'all already know how we do. Okay. Y'all look so bright on the screen. Y'all look real nice tonight. Like, I don't know.
I've been drinking water.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Everybody looks so nice. Y'all, as y'all can see, we're missing one person, and we miss him already. And we're talking about our other co-host, Marquel Smith. He is on his way out of the country, y'all. He's living his best life, okay? Getting ready to travel to the Dubai, okay?
That's what's up. Bring me a t-shirt, Marquel. Traveling mercies.
Bring me back a rich billionaire, please.
She gonna drive him crazy, Marquel.
Bring me back a Adula Maher.
You said bring you back a what?
He gonna be on the first thing.
Adula Maher.
He gonna be on the first thing smoking back to Dubai.
Girl, he said human hair. What? I can't even
a doodle of my hair. Girl, you just might get one. You know how to pronounce that.
Girl, I cannot. But anyways, yeah, we miss him. But safe travels if you're watching or when you watch this. And Yeah, bring us some goodies back. We'll appreciate you for it. But anyway, so listen, y'all already know what the topic is tonight. When to walk away. And like I said, the headlining topic, infidelity. Now we're going to talk about a couple other things that I kind of looked up, where they tell you, okay, when should you walk away from a relationship? But y'all already know this is just it's such a wide scope when it comes to relationship. I don't think it's cookie cutter in any kind of way. I know Ange is sitting on ready because I know you already got some stuff that you said, hey, it's gonna be that type of show.
No, not really. I don't think y'all gonna like my answers.
Oh, look,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Come with it.
I'm ready. Let's go.
So y'all already know on the flyer, we had a couple of, there's been a lot of stuff going on or whatever. But anyways, we'll get to that later. Let's go here. Okay, let's start off with the list. So I, did a little Googling and all that good stuff or whatever. And I found 13 things that it's suggested that, when this happens, you just need to consider walking away. Some of them, yes, I definitely agree. You need to. Hey, Randy, Elder Randy, how you doing? Praise Jehovah.
Wait a minute. Randy on here.
Yeah. The elder. Amen. The minister of music for the angels.
Y'all so
is on here tonight.
What up, Randy? What's good, big homie?
So 13 different topics that I found, or not topics, but 13 different reasons, I should say, it suggested that you should walk away when these things occur. Some of them, I'm like, okay, I definitely agree with, like, when this is happening, you should definitely walk away. Some of them, I'm like, I don't know. It depends on the people. But let's go here. So the first one, and I definitely agree, it's you should walk away when the relationship has become abusive. Absolutely, hands down. Absolutely, hands down. No one should be in a relationship where you're getting abused. And unfortunately, and I'm not trying to start this off on a sad note, but over the last couple of weeks, I have seen and heard of even someone that I knew who was killed and murdered or whatever by the hands or by, a gun. They were killed by the hands of a lover, somebody that they were in relationship with. And I just recently saw another funeral of this young lady. Same thing. The guy, he proposed to her. And then after the proposal in Ohio, he killed his woman, So absolutely, abuse is hands down, should not be accepted in any relationship. So anybody's watching, if you're in an abusive relationship, please, by all means, do what you can to get you some help, to get out of that situation. Reach out to resources, support systems, somebody. You don't have to stay a victim of abuse. So I absolutely
take them out first.
Say that again.
Or take them out first.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Jericho, you can't fight fire with fire every time now.
Yes, you can. The pistol.
Well, you know what? One abuse is hard to prove though. So you just can't go around just killing folk. I mean, abuse is hard to prove.
You say abuse is hard to prove? You think abuse is hard to prove?
Yeah, because here's the thing. If you go out there, and I agree, if you're getting abused, get out of that situation ASAP. But it's like, let's say your partner attacks you. If you don't get them back within the throes of that moment, then it can be seen as premeditated.
Okay, but what about if a person, you say abuse is hard to prove, but if you got actual physical bruises on your body, black eyes and marks and bruises.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. If in that moment, now if you walk away and try to come back the next day and do something, it might not be a good look for you.
Take them out and pistol whoop yourself. They won't know.
Okay, we're going on to the next. When to walk away. Reason number 4.
These have to be taken out. They have to be taken out. Let
me ask y'all a question though, because I actually had a discussion about this. Why is it so hard for people to walk away from an abusive situation? Why is it like we all say if somebody do something to me, whether they hit me or whether they verbally abusing me or emotionally abusing me, everybody like, I'm out the door, I'm gone. But why is it so hard when it comes down to that? Why
Because
is
it's
it
like the
so?
Stockholm syndrome. It's like the Stockholm syndrome because 9 times out of
Who
10 when
syndrome?
the Stockholm
Stockholm.
syndrome, where a person falls in love with their abuser, and because they love them for the good times, they remember the good times. It's not, and because they love bomb you after the abuse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like a toxic emotional attachment. So it's like they've already fallen in love with this person that 9 times out of 10 have already been intimate with this person. They've experienced the good time, the love bombing, all that kind of stuff. So you still want to see that person as the person that was your knight in shining armor, that was a good person to you. And then once they do it, of course, they're going to blame, oh, you made me do it. It was my anger. If you don't try me this way, then I won't get this. So it's a systematic setup. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much like the Stockholm syndrome because they love them for the good times, not the abusive times.
You have that, and then you also, and I've never been in the situation, but I work at a domestic violence shelter, and I receive calls of frantic women, and I've heard stories. So I've seen where some people are scared to leave. Some people feel like, oh, I don't even have anywhere to go. Where am I going to go? I'm trying to leave, but where are we going to go? So they're more so thinking of shelter and provision, or either just afraid, don't have that escape plan together. So it could be a number of things.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, Linda. She said, "Hello, everyone. Emotional soul ties are serious," and I believe that. And then Miss Barbara earlier, hey Miss Barbara, she said, "Conditioning of the mind." Like I said, a lot of times abusers they go in knowing, calculated, and sometimes it may not always be calculated, but there are some that go in with a calculated mindset, and they learn this person, they learn the triggers, they learn how to manipulate them and things of that sort, and they know how to play into their minds, type, mind games. So it's all type of reasons. It's unfortunate. It absolutely is unfortunate. Like I said, we just experienced someone that we worked with who just recently lost her life. Very sweet girl, lost her life, at the hands of, someone she was in a relationship with. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that is bad. That's bad, man. I really think it's a slave mentality too. You can beat somebody into servitude. You know what I'm saying? You can beat that into them, you can speak that into them emotionally, verbally, all that good stuff, and you can beat them into submission. Not only, like I said, not only physically, but verbally, emotionally, psychologically. So
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Eric Crooms, he
he
said,
said,
you're gonna become
I
inmate.
know, right?
222.
And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. I feel like some things are just worthy of what it is, and some things are worthy of, you know what I mean? And putting your hands on me and me defending myself that leads to your unaliving. Hey, I would take that picture with a smile.
Oh, she said she'll take that picture with a smile.
I will.
But what about your kids though? Your family? I mean,
they'll be taken care of until I get out.
If you get out,
I'll be coming out. It won't be premeditated. They'll probably get me for manslaughter or something like that.
You need to hush. Just hush.
Y'all don't leave. We gonna get on a positive note. What in the world? Hey, Jada.
She's a killer. She is admitting it. She's a killer.
Jada said that's why it's so important to pray and ask God to help you find a mate. That is absolutely
that's very much so. Absolutely.
It's crazy out here in the dating scene for real. Like it really is crazy. And you just gotta you definitely gotta be prayerful. If you got some people in your life, they ain't gotta know all the details of your relationship and everything like that, but just have some people in your corner that you can ask, like, look, I just start dating this person. Can y'all pray?
Thank you.
Let me
people
know what
in the audience agree with me. Yes. Some things are worthy of being locked up over. I'm just sorry. And abuse is one of them. I will take that picture with a smile, a grin, and everything else. I'm sorry.
Lord, help of Jesus. When to walk away, reason number 2. It's a toxic relationship. And of course, that kind of, ties in. It's just toxic. Y'all can't get along. You don't see the eye to eye. You don't have mature levels of communicating. When you have disagreements, it's always just a falling out. It's toxic. Just that's definitely a reason to get out. Number 3, you're no longer compatible. Do y'all think that's a real reason to get out of a relationship? Well, I guess we got to look at what terms we're looking at. We're talking about just dating, being in a dating relationship exclusively with someone, or marriage. Because, I mean,
either or. Who has time to be with somebody that you're not compatible with? Like,
I think it's going to depend, because if we are forever evolving and growing, I can see where there could be times long down in your relationship where it's like, hey, I'm not quite the same anymore. I don't quite feel this way anymore. You don't walk away. So compatibility, I believe you're going to have that foundation, but everything as it's always been, that definitely may switch up.
Yeah. Because when you're in a marriage, and I've never been married, but I've heard that, you're going to have the highs and the lows of those relationships. And, even watching my own parents or whatever, being married for 40 plus years, you're going to go through those ups and downs. There are going to be times that you may not always just agree or be on the same page, but you said to
that's the difference between being compatible with somebody and y'all not necessarily agreeing, or you're growing and learning different things. When you're talking about not being compatible with somebody, that means that our core values or our moral code, or whatever the case may be, is different. And if you're looking at it that way, how could you be in a relationship long term with someone who you're not compatible with? We don't think the same way. We don't believe in the same things. We don't value the same things. I mean, there's a difference between not liking, your spouse, because, we go through those phases where we're in love, out of love, but not being compatible. And, you talk about mom and dad, but at the end of the day, they were compatible with their beliefs. They may not have liked each other all the time, of course, but they were compatible with their beliefs, how they believed in raising children, their disciplinary values, like their political values, all that was still compatible. So,
but I think that's
a relationship with somebody and you're not compatible.
But that's a discussion you need to have before you even get in a marriage, because if you weren't compatible before getting in a marriage,
so I thought we were talking about in the form of relationship.
So are you telling me that my political views will make me have to divorce if they change and we're no longer compatible?
Listen, political views shape how you see society, and it can shape how you see a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Because I was involved with a young lady, and I thought we were compatible. Like she said all the right things and checked a lot of boxes, but we were having a discussion. And me, I'm very pro-black, you know what I'm saying? And I don't fool with nothing, and I don't subscribe to nothing that Donald Trump ever talks about. I don't care what it is. But she, she one day she admitted, she was like, I agree with some things that Donald Trump said.
Me too.
I did no. Okay, but see, here's the thing though. What she agreed with really vexed me, because she agreed with his religious views. You know what I'm saying? This man, when he talked about abortion should be outlawed, because he was like, it's biblical. You know what I'm saying? God doesn't want us to kill babies. And I was trying to explain to her, I said, that man don't care nothing about no aborted babies. It's not about babies, it's about power. That's what it's about.
Right.
And it's about control. She didn't want to hear it. She was like, no, he stand on the word of God and he led by God and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy if you believe that. And that right there, I promise you, I had to repurpose her.
No, word up.
I did. I had to repurpose her. I was like, okay, I see what you on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you in another lane.
Yeah, political views do matter, because it was a lot of people that were splitting when this whole Trump and Biden thing took like it was a lot of people that realized that their political views weren't matching, and it split up a lot of homes. It split up a lot of children against their parents, who the children were liberal.
You know what? I can definitely see that if you're diehard for it, but just opinions like, oh, I agree with Donald on that, but I'm not about to argue down. I'm not about to force the opinions. So in situations like where you're diehard and trying to force it, I see that definitely being an issue. But a difference of opinions, and that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect nobody to agree with me 100%, but there are certain things we need to be on the same page.
Right.
Because now we're talking about how we raising our families. We're talking about what we're going to instill into our kids and into the future. And if you think for 1 second, like, you know, this man really care about aborted black babies, if you really think this man cares about scripture, if you think this man really cares about your social and economic construct, well, then, you know, you must be out your mind.
Right.
And that right there is an issue with me. That's an issue with me. And that thing gnawed at me.
I see.
Yeah. All right, he sound like my mom. Tell her how mama, boy, don't get my mama started talking about Trump.
I couldn't do it.
Please don't let this man.
She had to get it repurposed. Period.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
All right, number 4, the 4th reason when you should walk away. He or she is your almost. Things are so close to perfect between you, but it feels like something is still missing. So,
something like what, they hiding something?
Cedric. No, it's like I guess it was saying like, you know, this person is, y'all got a lot in common, but it's still, you feel like they're not the one. Like you still feel like there's something missing about this person, and so you should walk away if you don't feel like this person could absolutely be the person you could spend the rest of your life with and things of that sort.
Well, why y'all so quick to walk away? That's a conversation.
Well, I'm just saying, that's why I said some of these I agree with, some of them I don't.
Because as a woman, God has gifted us with intuition, and sometimes we may not be able to necessarily pinpoint how this person is not for us. But I feel like when you have a gut feeling that something is just not there, not connecting, then I'm the type that follow your intuition, follow your gut, because you never know what this person could be up to. And for instance, I used to work with a guy, and he was a very nice looking, dark skinned guy. You know, he was well groomed, you know, all the time, you know, and, you know, all the women, you know, at the job, you know, they liked him. They wanted to talk to him, but, you know, it was something about him. You know, I would speak to him in passing, but something about him, I'm a people watcher, and something about him was just off to me. I'm like, something is off about this guy. And I used to work a split shift, so I would have like a 3-hour break in between. I'll go to my car and sleep, and he would always get to work on time. Like, he was punctual, his uniform was out. I mean, he was just like, looking at him, you would think like, okay, he's a perfect candidate. Like, he's hardworking, he never misses a day of work, he's well groomed, he's handsome, And so he would come in early, and he would be parked next to me, you know what I'm saying? And I would be in my car sleep, you know, not thinking anything of it. He's my coworker, And one day the police come and pick this man up from the job. And lo and behold, this man was a murderer. And he had murdered 2 women off of what's that app, Plenty of Fish or something like that. Oh. And literally on the cam from the hotel where he murdered the young lady, he was wearing his Marty uniform. Like, we was like, oh my God, that's him. So I am a wholehearted person. If something in your gut is telling you that I don't care how perfect this man may seem or woman may seem, if something is telling you that something is off, I'm listening to it and skedaddle immediately. Don't pass go, don't collect 200. Just get out of there. Yeah.
Listen.
They look at you giving a man a compliment.
I
know, right, Sam?
Look, I'm on a 2 for 2.
Lord.
Carl, he agreed with me tonight. That's the first. Hey, Carl.
No. You know what? That's the prayers of the righteous. That's what that is. It's starting to break through. Y'all keep praying.
You're right.
Keep praying.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, you mean
to tell me you met the perfect man and he was a murderer? Jerica, y'all could have got together. Y'all could have. Yeah. I just want to see who would have won. That's all. I don't see what it wants.
Really? He does.
No, y'all didn't got my mother, Julia Caldwell, start on this Trump. She didn't put a whole paragraph on here.
Talk about it, Miss Caldwell.
No, Trump doesn't care about nobody. When you can call people names, talk about disabled people, and he's saying that man don't even know scripture at all. Don't even know the words to the national anthem.
Thank you.
And he was a president.
Yeah, don't get her started on Trump. You got to go with the next subject quick, because she gonna
No, I love it. See, I can talk to her. I love it.
Hilarious.
Linda said, really, Mark, you have to deal
really.
with God.
Listen, my money would have been on Jericho anyway. My money would have been on Jericho anyway. Jericho versus the murderer. Oh yeah, Jericho would have. I'd have gave you good odds for that one too. I'd have gave you real good odds.
Look, we got so much to go, so we're gonna hit the rest of these. Okay, reason number 5: there are more gray clouds than sunshine in your relationship. They say you should walk away. You got more gray clouds.
What does that even mean, though, man? Relationships are fluid. You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs. See, that's what a woman had to compile that list. A woman had to compile that list because y'all be so ready to dip out, man, at the first sign of trouble.
The list didn't say immediately.
She said you have more gray clouds. That's like the old proverb that say if the good outweigh the bad, or if the bad outweigh the good. That's the same concept. If the bad is outweighing the good, get up out of there. So it ain't gonna get no better.
He said, Angela, sister, baby, you are glowing. Okay, well, all
right. Glowing. Come on, glowing.
It's the lighting. I think she got some new curtains back there too. That's what Jericho, the one still got them auntie curtains in the background.
And you look like you in a prison cell.
Yeah.
It's the visitor room. It's the visitation room.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, why do y'all be so ready to cut and run, man? Like at the first sign of trouble. Why is that?
That's not because if that was the case, then you wouldn't have these women that stick in it. We just talked about women who get abused and stick in there when they need to leave. So I don't necessarily think when women are really sold into a man, it takes most women, a long time to leave that man. By the time that woman had left that man, she done been through a lot of different things. Now you have some women that are runners, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been guilty of that. In my past, I would run like ninja. I've been good single. I don't have to deal with all this drama. I'm gone. I got to go because I'm not gonna deal with this, and you ain't gonna make me no crazy woman because my crazy gonna come out. So I can admit that I've been that type. Like anytime, like okay, it's time to go. But as I've gotten older, I'm learning and seeing, relationships and seeing the dynamics that relationships can take. Like that you got a solid person in your life, then you've got to be willing to work and put in the work for that, and get an understanding at the end of the day. Communication is key for sure. So
communication is key, but y'all be ready to dip out.
I'm running. I don't care the first sign of trouble. I'm running because my whole thing is this: your relationships have problems, all that kind of stuff. When you marry, all that. I understand all that concept, but from my experience, when you allow a man to do anything and you don't get up out of there, their respect for you diminishes over time. And most of these marriages that have lasted 20, 30, 40 years, and I heard this one TikToker say it, and I was like, that is so true in my personal experience and from what I have viewed in life. Most of these marriages that have lasted that long only lasted by how much the woman was willing to take and forgive and put up with and forgive and put up with and forgive. That's mostly how the long marriages last. I've heard Denzel Washington say this. I've heard other men say that their wife is the reason for their longevity in their marriage because they stayed, they forgave. She gave me another chance. How many times do you hear men say, she gave me another chance? My wife stuck by me through the ups and the downs, and most of the time it be him putting her through the downs. Never have you heard a man stand and say, my wife took me through ups and downs. We went through hell and back. She cheated on me. I forgave her.
Thank you, Cedric.
I forgave her.
I ain't gonna
took the words right out my mouth. You don't think men put up with a bunch of nonsense?
Yeah, I would say because I ain't gonna lie.
They leave.
No, I've seen some men. No, I know
men do not stick around like women do. They do not. Y'all not gonna sit up here and tell that lie. Ain't no man sticking around like no woman. They're not. No man. The ones that do are very small and minute in number. Most of the time, if a man get cheated on, he gone. If a woman have another baby by another man, he gone. If you gain weight, some of these men are gone. It was on a talk show a long time ago. these guys.
Oh, you was two up. I don't think you're gonna get no brownie points now.
Who?
You. They was
I don't care. I'm enough brownie. But at the end of the day, y'all made me lose my train of thought. It was a show that these men literally left their wives because they said that their holes stretched too much when they were delivering their babies, and they couldn't look at them the same. So you can't tell me that men would not up and leave for invalid and valid reasons. They're not sticking around like women are, taking a woman back that's cheating constantly, disrespecting them, putting their hands on them.
That's true. A woman gonna stay longer through cheating. Like we know that's true.
What's true, Angela?
I said we know that's true. When it comes to cheating, a woman the one that's gonna stick around. A man is not sticking around as much as a woman would.
That's because men and women cheat for different reasons.
Right, for whatever reason. But we know that the woman's the one that's gonna stick around.
Oh, more. Cedric said, beloved, my uncle has stuck with my drug addicted aunt until she got clean, and after several relapses. I mean, there are men that will look in cycle. I ain't gonna lie. I saw a couple that I was just like, now that I couldn't understand it. That woman, when I said she didn't keep it clean, their house was filthy. She didn't cook. She didn't have to work. The man worked. He was at home. He took care of the kids. It was awful. I was just like, as a woman looking at that, I was just like, this is just not right. So there are men that will still try to hang in, and then she ended up leaving him. But it's like, you was not doing your part as a woman. And as a woman from the outside, I'm like, girl, do you know how many women would love? I mean, even if he wasn't perfect, I don't know what his hangups were, but I'm just like, he's there for you. He's providing. You don't have to work. He took money out of his 401k, so you started. Like, what is the problem? So there are some men that have to deal with some craziness too, because it is some craziness.
Very few.
Yeah, I agree that women are going to stick around more. I agree that women are going to stick around more than a man will to put up with stuff, but
they're going to try to make the relationship work and work and work and work. And those 80% of divorces filed by women because the men never listen. She's tried to get this man to understand and listen. Before a woman files a divorce, a woman doesn't want to separate her. A man looks at it from a monetary standpoint. That's why he doesn't want to necessarily file a divorce. But a woman, she files once she feel like she has done all she could do, said all she could say, and you're still not changing, listening, and then she files for divorce. No woman is just up and just trying to file for divorce.
Most divorces are because of financial issues, though, Jericho. Anybody tell you, look at this.
No, that's the second reason. Infidelity is one, and then you have the finances.
Yeah, that infidelity is on both sides, though. That's for men and women. Yes, that is.
Most women cheat. The men don't even know. Like
it don't matter, but y'all
we still
cheat. Y'all will still cheat. Like I say, it's just for different reasons.
Yeah, but like you're saying, most women are more calculated and more. They don't get caught as much as men do.
Y'all ain't that clever though. We know. Y'all are not that clever.
No.
Y'all are not that clever. Trust.
Y'all
men ain't crazy. Men ain't crazy. We can tell when y'all moving differently, man. You say I got married 3 years and was looking back, stuck around for. Well.
What he say? I don't understand.
He said I got married 3 years, was looking at bankruptcy, looking at a bankruptcy judge in the face, and stuck it out for 13 more years. So it's not just the man, is what he's saying. He stuck it out for 13 years. The man was facing bankruptcy after 3 years of marriage. And I'm guessing what I surmise is that it wasn't his fault. Probably come from her overspending. Oh yeah, we're way more patient than women. Way more.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we're way more patient with y'all. We had to deal with y'all through your mood swings, through your emotional ups and downs, your emotional tropes and
roller coasters, all that kind of stuff. Ups and downs?
Through your irrationalities.
Y'all go through midlife crisis. Y'all don't think
y'all go
through erectile dysfunction.
Y'all are like tornadoes, man. Y'all suck everything in.
Because most men suffer through erectile dysfunction when they get like.
What that got to do with y'all go through menopause? We still see that with y'all.
In our 50s and 60s, y'all can't even get it up in y'all late 30s and 40s.
You wouldn't maybe he wasn't attracted. Maybe he just wasn't in the mood.
Hold on.
Maybe he got too many health issues.
Now, maybe, you know what I'm saying? You got to ask him, are you attracted to me?
Hold on. Jerry, this really must stick you because you done talked about that erectile dysfunction on several different shows.
Because the group I'm in, this is what these women are dealing with. They are talking I didn't even realize this was a big issue until these women are really on here considering cheating on their husband because this man have erectile. Some of these women are saying they have been intimate with their husband, but once a year. Some people once, like I said, they haven't been intimate in 2 years, and she done told this man to get on medicine, how to change his lifestyle, done made doctor's appointments, and because they stuck in their ways, they won't do it. So they on here saying, well, dang, should I cheat because I got to be satisfied? So women got to deal with all of that.
It's her.
I'm talking about
it's her.
Up and leave.
It ain't nothing else. It's her. She won't be quiet, and it's turning him off.
Oh, please.
That's what it is.
Personal. Look, we gotta get through this list because we gotta talk about these celebrity couples that we had on the flyer. That's just it's some crazy stuff going on. All right. So reason number 5, you don't feel respected. Reason number 7, the trust has gone, and we can kind of dive in that. I of course there are couples have shown us you can bounce back when the trust is gone. Some people you have your opinion on that. Reason number 8 to walk away. Reason number 8
sticking with forgiving and trying to move on. That's enough. It'll never be the same. Once somebody break your trust, it'll never be the same. You can't
rebuild it.
You can't.
Well, then you don't believe in forgiveness.
I believe in forgiveness, but I don't believe in forgetting, and I believe in pattern recognition as well.
Yeah, but I've seen some people that got through it and they live happily ever after, and they never,
they weren't happy. Listen to the woman. The part of the women's group I'm in, again, I can bring it up. They are on that because a lot of younger married women will say, well, I dealt with infidelity.
I'm sorry about that, Renee.
What she say?
She said in her case, her husband lied to her from the beginning. It took some of his family to tell her, and she gave him a chance anyway, and they just got a divorce this year. Sorry to hear that.
Sorry about that.
You know what I'm saying? They'll lie and put on a front and everything else. You dodged the bullet, Renee.
Hey, you think women don't do that?
Somebody else's problem.
You think women ain't out here putting on and everything like that?
Yeah, I believe that women are putting on, but
see, you know the problem is accountability. What I see, women don't take accountability like they're supposed to. They don't. They don't take accountability. I'm gonna tell you why. Sometimes I look at these reality shows. I love that show, Cheaters. Y'all ever watch that show, Cheaters?
Right.
I love that show.
My daddy's a little show.
Yeah, I love that show.
One thing
the woman on there cheating.
When I see Cheaters, and when I look at stuff like what's that, paternity court, divorce court, Maury, and what's this other little sweet little boy that's on TV now, the bald head boy, sit like a woman. Yeah, him sit just like a woman. He never holds the woman accountable. If you ever watch this show, a man can cheat, right? A man can go out there and cheat, and he a dog, he this, he dirty, he all that. You cheated on her, you dirty. Let the woman cheat. Oh, well, she will never take accountability. You're never here. You're working all the time. What about me and my needs? And I had to go. You forced me into the arms of another man. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Take accountability, man. Take accountability.
Mark. If a man gave those reasons, I believe people will be like, she wasn't there. She didn't put in work. Now, when it comes to you just being a selfish, you just want to cheat. That's why you're a dog.
No. But I'm saying, but what about the woman? So wait a minute. So are you justifying her behavior?
If she's cheating, no. If she's cheating because she's just selfish and she's a dog too. But when people are coming with, I've tried, and you are not there, you have not been listening, I believe you set your marriage up for failure when you don't listen, man or woman. So when it's those reasons, then I would understand that. Not that it's okay, but I understand. See,
that's reasons. The thing. You can't. Why not just leave? That's the best alternative.
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying we're not calling those men dogs who have those scenarios. Any man or woman is a dog if they're cheating out of selfish wants and needs. But when it comes to you have been neglecting this relationship, you have not been listening. I've been working with you. I've been giving you time for years, and you're still not coming through to put forth effort. Whether it's a man or a woman, I'm going to understand that more than just a selfish person cheating.
Right. So I'm all about, okay, if you're in a bad, we talked about toxicity. If you're in this relationship, you're not being fulfilled. If it's toxic, if you're not getting what you need, then dip.
No, because I'm thinking of marriage. I'm thinking of 10.
That too.
I'm thinking of 10, 15 years down the line. You just have no clue what people will go through and what mindset a person could be in. And I'm not going to just leave my husband, or you shouldn't just leave your wife because, hey, they had a bad 5 months of communication and we've had good 10 years. You're not just going to just leave. You're not.
Right. I feel you on that, but it's like, I don't see no accountability from just what I see. When a woman step outside her relationship or outside her marriage or whatever, from what I see, then, and maybe I'm being narrow-minded, I don't know, but just based off my perspective, women don't have no accountability. I was looking at a clip on YouTube.
But women have a closer knit group of community that we get on each other. Like a group of friends, girl, you wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we will get on each other. Men don't have that because it's very rare that a man is going to correct his cheating friend's behavior or say you wrong for that. Whereas women, they have that accountability even from their friend group. So you may not see it on TV, but it's not a lot of women out here knowing their friend is cheating on a good man and be like, girl, like, not saying, girl, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on? Like, why would you not checking them? And men don't.
It depends, though. I would say it depends on what group you're in. Because I've seen women that be in groups that be like, girl, do your thing or whatever. Like, so I've seen some women that be with the crazy. Jada said, let's be clear. A lot of people are not in their heavenly godly energy. They are in a devil energy, which causes them to cheat and do things that are unacceptable to God and a relationship. I know that's right. Walking in devil energy. We got that
on time for real.
Let's go.
Devil energy. I saw a clip that boy we was just talking about, Karamo, right? I saw a clip on YouTube, and what happened was this girl was accusing her boyfriend of, like, not being 100. So he got a thing called unlock your phone. And so she was like, I think he cheating because he doing this, he doing that. And if he cheating, I'm leaving, right? So they unlocked his phone. Come back, he wasn't doing nothing. Like, he was completely clean. He ain't never cheated on her. This, that, and the third.
Unless he had cleared out the phone already.
No, but they do like I feel you, but they did like a comprehensive. He was like, we can tell if you done deleted something. We can tell if you done erased something.
He could have a second phone. He could.
But here's the thing. He was found to be innocent, right? They did a lie detector test. He passed the lie detector test. And then when they looked at her, he was like, do you got anything to say to her? She was like, all right, you did good. She didn't apologize. She never said I was wrong. She was like, well, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? He broke up with her right there on the show, walked off. And you know what happened? Everybody rallied around her. They came to her. Karamo patting her on the back. I didn't see that coming. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Come here. Her friends came out the audience. People start coming out the audience, rallying behind her, start singing songs and everything. And I'm like, wait a minute. How y'all rallying behind her when he the one that's innocent? There's no
talk show, and they're paying these people to come on, so you can't get so worked up about somebody. He said Karamo is flaming. I can't watch it. He is flaming. I can't watch it either. But I see the clips on Facebook.
Right.
But you talking about a talk show. We're not talking about real life. Like,
no, but I'm just I'm just saying though, I never see accountability on a woman's part when it comes to
so I was looking into some stuff earlier today. You're saying you never see accountability. What women or what group of women are you actually around where you can see or can't see accountability? where is this coming from?
We're not around a bunch of people like that. We can't take a poll or nothing like that to see and take statistics or whatever. But I'm just saying, based off what we see in media, and then based off things that I've heard, women don't take a lot of accountability when if they got a reason. If you feel like if you got a good enough reason, then it's like it's justified.
Based off of what I see and have experienced, women, of course, there are some who don't, but most definitely have people who are making them be accountable. I was in one of the groups I'm in. There was a anonymous person type in and asked a question, and women were like, girl, you need to leave that man alone. You don't like him. I hope you break up with the guy. You're leading him on. Women that she does not know is telling her, stop doing what you're doing. You're wrong. So I believe it's much bigger than, unfortunately, you have seen. For the most part, women are not condoning bull crap.
Yeah, and like Jerry said,
you know how it feels to be cheated on. Most of us, so we're not condoning that.
Yeah, you have, and you can't garnish because like I said, media is going to show you one aspect, but in the real world,
but in media, you barely even see, you don't see that what he's talking about. In media, 9 times out of 10, a woman is going to say, oh, she dirty, oh, she wrong, or you're barely seeing that what he's saying.
Well, Miss Barbara begged the difference. She said even in church, we're scared to confront our brothers and sisters on their behaviors. So she begged.
Well, brothers and sisters, because it's church. Everybody's scared in church.
Church
it's only reasons.
There's no
reasons.
Have y'all ever cheated? Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Have we?
I've never cheated on anybody a day in my life.
Me either.
To, but didn't.
Me either. Me either.
All right, you lying. You're lying.
You have no proof of that.
You know that. No history ain't squeaky clean.
Well, technically, you can't cheat on somebody you're not with. So.
Oh, please. If she thought y'all were together, then
that's not cheating. If we're not together, we're not together. That's not cheating.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Next.
On to reasons. All right. The reason you should walk away. You tolerate things. You have lost yourself. He or she is selfish. There's a power imbalance. Sex is a chore. And of course, we know sex in the contents of our Christian faith is chore. Yeah, sex is a chore. And the last one is you don't feel valued.
All good reasons. All very valid reasons.
If he or she is selfish, you think you should walk away?
Absolutely.
Even in a marriage?
Well, I wouldn't want to get married to a selfish person. Right. You would see that before they got married.
Normally,
I have to have a man with a provider mindset. Y'all know that. So
what do provider got to do with selfish? Don't start your mess.
They have a lot to do with selfish, because if you have a selfish mindset, you're not going to want to provide.
You got selfish providers, and they feel like since they are providing, they have a right to be selfish.
Right. That's still selfish, and I still don't want. You're not really a provider. You're just really doing what you got to do. But because if you got to complain about it, then that's really not your mindset. That's really not who you are. So no, I don't.
That's true, and I've seen couples like the guy, he don't mind paying the bills. He gonna pay the bills, but he don't want the wife to ask him for nothing extra. Don't ask me for no money, for no clothes. No.
Or they feel like they can do what they want or control you because I'm paying the bills. I'm paying for your hair. They don't want you to work on purpose. I had a friend. I grew up and I knew, first of all, the lady used to do my hair since I was 12 years old. I remember her telling me when I was like 18, like, don't ever let a man start you a business. Don't ever let a man do this, that, and the other for you because he'll have power over it. Her man started her salon. And once they divorced, baby, she had to get rid of it. I don't know, whatever was into it, she couldn't keep her salon that she actually built. But, he had invested all into it. So, and I have a friend who her boyfriend was putting her through school. And she felt like, well, and I was already on my own. She's in her early 20s, scared. I've never had to pay my bills. I've never had to do that. So I don't know what to do or how to leave. So there are some guys who do things on purpose, like it's a control thing, basically is what I'm saying.
And rightfully so, because women try to take everything in a divorce, things that y'all ain't worked for, but y'all wanted.
Oh my God. Well, y'all, please. I wish y'all
I'm just saying.
Y'all stop with that narrative that somebody want to divorce y'all to take half. Take half of what? A $50,000 salary in inflation, a Hellcat, an apartment. That's all y'all got.
What you talking about? Y'all know I'm talking about. Let's say you got an affluent guy. This guy like he got some deep pockets. How many black
men out here are affluent? Come on, let's be
real. It's a lot of them, Jerica. It's a lot of black men out here that are affluent. If
you don't have at least $1 million in assets, you ain't got to be worried about nobody taking half of nothing. You ain't got nothing to
Jerica, you were trying to take the lint out somebody's neighbor. I already know. You were trying to take everything.
I'm gonna get what belongs to me.
What belongs to you after that marriage? What belongs to you?
Everything that we built together, everything that we had together, half of that belongs to me. And I'm going to see to it that I get it. But at the end of the day, y'all don't be having nothing. If you don't have $1 million at least in assets, you are not, no woman is getting with you to be a gold digger when you don't even make $250,000. And let's be honest, most black men, most men, period. Like it's only a certain percent of the population that's even touching $250,000 a year.
Most people don't make $250,000.
Exactly. So why are y'all so afraid?
But that don't mean they ain't got nothing.
Why are you so afraid to lose something that you ain't got nothing?
What you talking about? But still, you still got payments and everything.
$25,000.
What now?
We spent $25,000.
Y'all will come for it. I don't care how much men got. You will come for it. You got women that will come for it.
Well, that would be out of spite, maybe, or maybe she feel like she's owed it. But to say that she's with him and just want him for that money, no, Jerry. Because
I feel like
anything.
Yeah, because I feel like if you've been in a relationship, if a man didn't come in, if you didn't come in a relationship with all this excess money, but y'all built together, that she's definitely owed some of that money. Now that's hands down. She's owed some of that because y'all built it together. It was y'all working together to accumulate what you have. So I agree. Like I don't think a man or any person for that matter should be able to walk away with everything unless they agree to that. But if y'all built it together, y'all both came in on equal playing field, and y'all work together to build, why would you think that you can walk away with all of the resources and she got to start from scratch?
What does that even look like when y'all talk about we work together to build this and build?
Have you seen Wayne to Excel? I was your secretary for 11 years.
Exactly. Okay, that's one example, but let's be honest. If that man come up and he get a promotion, whatever. What? Say what?
Janet Jackson on that Tyler Perry movie. That's my money. That's my money.
But I agree. I disagree with her though. I ain't like that because Malik, what was his name on the show? Because I felt like he was deserving of some of that money because he did help her.
Like you said, he helped build the company. And if you help build something, then you are entitled to that money, just like an investor. Nope. An investor invests in the business, and the business he's entitled to.
What y'all call building is really just moral support.
Oh, that's wait a minute. Wait.
What y'all call building? That's moral support, man. Come on. I'm like Rick Ross. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You're wrong. I had my own father and a man I was dealing with. Baby, being a secretary, being an assistant, handling things that'll make your life easy, baby, that is a job, and people are paid to do that. That is not moral support.
Right? That's
time. That's
what are you being a wife?
Look,
you being
my
a wife?
eyes are bucked out. I ain't playing.
You being a wife? You doing your job? You being a wife? You playing your role?
No,
that's what you call that building. Huh?
Okay, for instance, it was a part of group I'm in. It was a comment today. This woman is pregnant. They have a 3-year-old. She's married and she's pregnant, currently pregnant. Her husband decides that he wants to up and quit his job and pursue his business. So she's working. She's talking about, baby, I'll hold the house out. She's working and providing for a whole household and pregnant. Let's keep that. She's pregnant. And this man is now telling her because the business take off, he's depressed. He's battling depression. And she's trying to help him and provide emotional support on top of her being pregnant and footing all the bills. And he talking about he in a slump and don't want to speak. And he want to lock himself. Are you kidding me?
Well, he being a deadbeat. That's just what that is. That's an isolated incident. He being a deadbeat. I'm talking about when I hear so many women
for staying, because there is no way in the world I'm gonna be pregnant and working, putting a whole household bill while these ninjas sitting the time about he depressed. You don't have time to be depressed, sir. You don't have time for no depression when you gotta feed a wife and a baby. Then what's gonna happen? And she's talking about their finances in a hole. And they finance jacked up. Now, when she got to leave and go have this baby, their finance gonna be even more jacked up. And see, this is why I
agree, Carl.
I agree too, Carl.
And this is why I warn against women being a breadwinner in your household, talking about supporting no man while he building his dream. I don't side with that 50-50 nonsense, because no real man should base his family's livelihood off his woman's income. No real man does that, because at the end of the day, that woman want to get pregnant. If she want to stay with them, if she tired of her job, want to stay home with her kids, she should have that right. While he's sitting there talking about he depressed. Are you serious? And this is the men that we have today. Like,
but when you talk about men like that, I really just be like, that's not the man that's coming around in my circle. Like, that's not the men that we have today. Like, they out there, but that is horrible. And I don't care what that lady say, for that man to think he can just quit while she pregnant and she flitting out, doing all the bills. Baby, he been a certain type of way. So at some point, I have very little sympathy for stuff like that, because
Jerica,
now, but
you got a woman that's making $150,000 a year. She with a guy that's making $50,000. Who should be the primary?
Are we going there again?
I'm just asking.
Oh, he should need to get his money up, because first of all, it's not economically wise to get with a person that's not near your playing field, that's not near your level. It doesn't make sense for a $300,000 person to get with a $25,000 person. It just doesn't make sense, because if something happens to that person, if something happens to that business, whatever case may be, that person that's making it cannot foot that lifestyle. They cannot foot the bill, so they're going to end up losing everything, because this person cannot even begin to meet them where they should in order to take care of their household. So let's say you have kids that have got accustomed to private school, that have got accustomed to this and that and other, and I lose everything, and you talking about $25,000, you bringing $50,000. What is that gonna do? But cause us
all I know is when I hear people, the concept of building together, we're building something. That's moral support. A lot of it is just moral support.
And I'm gonna let Angela go. Women that work, if you a woman that's working too, that's not moral support. If her money is coming in the household just like yours, that's not moral support.
Well, but listen, you contributed to that household. You got to live there too.
Right. So my point is, that's not just moral support. That's if she contributed money and you saying that's moral support, that means if you contributed money, that's moral support on your end. No, if you and that woman are both working, y'all both bringing checks in that house. If y'all get a divorce, both of y'all should be able to take some of those resources with y'all 50-50.
So you don't believe in like prenups and all that?
I do.
Slippery slope with me on that. I used to not. I don't know. It depends on who I'm with, like, and where I am in that stage of life.
I look at a prenup almost like we need to look at wills. A lot of times we don't have a will because it's like, oh, I don't have this or that asset. But no, you need to have wills set in place now and you build onto them. A prenup I may not have for certain things now, but baby, I want me one.
Let's see if a man,
like I said, Carl, no real man should be basing his livelihood, his household off.
No, but what he's saying is he's saying, but what he just said, he said, so a man makes more money than a woman. Then
every woman in history has married up. No woman is trying to marry down.
That's not true.
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
What about them women that married and that's still locked up?
What about them?
Hold on.
That's what I was about to say, Jerica. How do you feel about this? So I heard Willie Moore Jr. did an interview with Kandi Burruss. I didn't see or hear the interview, but I heard a clip of her talking. And you know, when she got with Todd, her Mama Joyce, was mad, basically because Todd ain't got no money. He gonna come and take all your money. He taking from your kids. Like, when you die, it needs to go to your kids, not him. All of this. Her mama was mad. And Kandi was like, well, I've dated the millionaires. I've been with this guy and that guy. And when she got with Todd, she just wasn't on none of that. But she's very successful. Todd has grown and is very successful. He had a
career and he was successful before.
Right.
But she made a way more money than him.
Right.
She made way more money than him, though.
But you have to look at it too. I ain't gonna get too far into it, but
the point is she made way more money than him.
But you have to understand too that people in Hollywood, their marriages and stuff are not 9 times out of 10 they're not real. Those people are
still the only one still married. She about the only one still married from the show.
But Todd was already in the industry. He has been assigned to be Candi's handler. So
this is all alleged. Hold on, all alleged.
But a lot of people in Hollywood, their partners are not authentic. Like, they don't have authentic. We met, we fell in love, we married. That's very few far in between. So for her to get with Todd, I don't know if he's a handler or what. I assume he is. But at the end of the day, their marriage, more power to them, but I just don't think it's a legit marriage. I think it's one of those Hollywood marriages. They set them up. It is what it is. But
Eric said it's so unfair because well-to-do men meet women who have kids and dead broke, and they come up after.
Who, Eric? Who? Because well-to-do men don't want no nothing woman. She can have kids, but she can't be nothing. So please, when y'all say stuff like this, who do you know? What story or scenario do you have? Because I believe that's false.
What, you don't think it's women that's dead broke with kids get with a man and then come up? You don't think that happens?
I'm sure they all come up, but to say he was well-to-do and got with her, I'm sure she wasn't dead broke. I'm sure she wasn't nothing like that. No, yes, she probably had kids, but I'm sure she wasn't.
I'd have met some dead broke women. I'd have met some dead broke women with kids.
So you telling me the well-to-do man is that dumb, or he just is looking for love for real? Like, what are you really saying about that well-to-do man?
Here's the thing about men: if we rock with you, we rock with you. Regardless of what your station in life is.
Because a woman, why are men, it's like men these days want to trade places with women and they want to switch the role. Why are men so hell-bent on talking about a woman's money?
Why y'all so hell-bent on the man's money?
The same reason y'all because of how much money she got. We know because we're designed that way, because a man is designed to be our provider and our protector. It's just how it is. Y'all keep trying to switch. Well, why we gotta play this role and why
but y'all are the ones that's putting a number on it, Derek. Y'all are the ones that's putting a figure on it. And we supposed to be y'all provider, protector, all this good stuff. God never said, well, he got to have a certain amount. We just supposed to provide and protect.
If that was the case,
what difference do it make if I provide for you and protect for you from an apartment versus a penthouse? What difference do it make?
Mark, you act like if that was the truth and women weren't getting women, most of y'all men wouldn't even have no relationship. It would be honest, because y'all don't have any good money. Y'all talking about
we ain't got good money. We spend our money on y'all. Relationships cost us money. What are you talking about?
As it should. Anything, because you cannot bring, I heard TD Drake say, you can't even bring a puppy into your home and not make no change and adjustment. So you think you're gonna bring a whole grown woman into your space that's loving you, that's nurturing you, that's supporting you, that's being your shoulder to cry on, your person to be vulnerable with, sexing you, rubbing your little dusty bald head, all that kind of stuff.
You still putting value on his pockets. You still putting his pockets at the top of that totem pole. You still putting it up there. What y'all like Janet Jackson? What have you done for me lately? That's what it is.
Well, if y'all have
the same way women, y'all feel about y'all body, that's the same way a man feel about his money.
We can't hear both of y'all. We can't hear both of y'all.
He need to hush. Y'all complain about women want money. Y'all complain about women. Oh, women want you to have some money.
Yeah.
What woman in history ain't want you to have no money?
Listen to this. I saw a post that said Man, you got to have a house, a car, and a job to get with these women these days.
Yes, and then it was a post that went viral today that's saying if a woman already bought her own house, then she a lost cause. Cause what else can you do for her? But so it's like we can't win. So if we get our own, we too independent. But if we don't wait and we wait on demand, then we going after you to be a gold digger. So which one is it? You can't have us independent and be a gold digger like that's an oxymoron.
I don't care nothing about you being independent. You're supposed to be independent. You're a grown woman. That's called being an adult.
Absolutely.
That's what that is. I don't care nothing about that. But like he said, if you work at Family Dollar, I don't care where you at. If we like you, we like you. If we rock with you, we gonna rock with you regardless.
As you should.
What you mean as we should? So you shouldn't bring nothing to the table.
You know what value she's gonna bring to your life. Statistics show that married men are wealthier. So y'all talking about you gonna lose money. Actually, you gonna gain money. They're healthier.
That's because we gotta spend more money.
It's many men that would be dead right now. My dad is one of them if he didn't have a good woman, and that's just a fact. If he didn't have
talking about that means absolutely nothing because you gotta do what
Mark. These are stats that married men are happier, healthier,
and
wealthier than single.
Mark,
ma'am,
I have a question. With your logic, because you say just as much as we put value on our bodies, that's how men put value on their money. You say that, right? And then you just said that if you work at Family Dollar, if we rock with you, we rock with you. But you turn around and said, but a man can't work at Family Dollar. So you're speaking on the money aspect. Let me ask you this. If that woman worked at Family Dollar, but her vagina was trash, or she wasn't feeding you and cooking for you, and the value that you have in her body, if that vagina was trash and she worked at Family Dollar, are you staying?
No, but it's not has nothing to do. Exactly. But it has nothing to do with where she works or what she makes.
But
it has nothing to do.
I'm talking about the value. You say men have value on their pockets and women have value on their bodies.
What I say that is the same way y'all don't want nobody to objectify your bodies. We don't want nobody to objectify our money.
But
we work hard for it.
And so most men don't want you to objectify their money because they don't have none. Men that have money have no problem with you. And see, this is the thing.
Jericho, you already
we gonna y'all
wait a minute.
These points out here, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we got to
let me say this for 2 seconds.
1 minute, Jericho.
Okay.
No, less than 1 minute.
Okay. Well, anyway, y'all be making me lose my train of thought when y'all talk about that's why I like being cut off. What was I saying here? Okay, this is what I was saying. Men will sit here, broke men will complain about women wanting them for their money. But these are the same men that when they get money will get with a woman that's clearly with them for their money. Look at all these NBA players. Look at all these actors. They would never, look at Kevin Hart. He would never have got with his wife. She would never look his way if he did not have money. So they'll complain when they broke that they don't want to give you no money. But when they got money, they want to be with a woman that's clearly with them for their money.
That's when it's objectified, Jericho. When it becomes objectified, when you reduce us to that, that's when it becomes a problem. When we reduce y'all to a body part, or when we reduce y'all to just a sexual object, that's when y'all have a problem. If you reduce me to just my money or my wallet, or what I have, that's when it becomes a problem.
Mark, you just said you're not staying with Family Dollar chick with trash vagina. So
no. I said but you named a bunch of stuff though, Angela. You said if she's not catering to me, if she's not feeding me, if she's not being that partner, that's a conglomerate of things.
Okay,
so you can't give me all that and then say I'm single and something.
Okay, well scratch all of that. Her vagina trash and she work at Family Dollar. Are you staying with her?
Yeah, no. I stay with her because listen, we're big. But I mean, when you say trash, like what do you like? Oh, what you? It just ain't. They put it dry. I mean, wait, is it dry? Because they got stuff for that. That's all I'm saying.
He's not gonna stay with no woman like that.
I would. Have you ever tried Astro Glide? It's very good.
Oh my God, we going to move it on.
I don't have any problems.
Listen,
I to my cousin. My cousin, I don't know about that.
You heard what she said. That's Angela.
My cousin said he don't know about staying with that big dog.
Exactly, and no man
would. Hey, try some
no
Astroglide, bro. It's a wonder. I'm telling you, try it. You can fit a Cadillac into a doghouse.
Mark,
God, I don't know why you didn't know about things like that.
Your people from your church is watching the Elder Mark.
Well, you know they know me here. Well, then you know they know me.
Verb said, "Why y'all triple teaming Mark? We ain't triple teaming."
I welcome it. I want all the
smoke. Let's move on. Let's move on to this. So we've talked about a lot, and we kind of leading up or have led up to these couples, these celebrity couples and things of that sort. And so, of course, on the fire, y'all know we had on there all of this. I mean, just hoopla and everything has really been going on about Jada and Will and what they got going on and everything that, you know, Jada is now putting out there. When should you walk away? Because there are a lot of people that's like, man, Will been taking too much from this woman. This woman had him brainwashed, you know, all this type of stuff. She really put him through the ringer.
Are we talking about infidelity or just when should you walk away?
Well, I guess a little bit of both. When should you walk away even when it comes to infidelity? Because some people feel like, you know,
as soon as you find out.
Some people feel like it's levels to it.
It's not levels to it. If you can cheat, it takes effort to cheat. So people say, oh, it was a mistake. No, it's not a mistake. It takes effort to cheat because you can't just, unless you're picking up a prostitute or a call girl or somebody you just met, it takes effort to cheat. You got to lie about your whereabouts. You got to plan out time through your schedule. You got to take this woman on dates. You got to spend money. You got to be high on your phone. You got to be doing it. It takes too much effort to cheat. So if you put all that effort into cheating on me, then best believe I'm going to put all that effort into getting up out the door quickly. Once you break somebody's trust, you can never get it back. And because I've heard so many women who've been married 30, 40 years who say, you know, I should have walked away when he cheated because you will never get over it.
I don't agree with that. I don't believe that you can never redeem that person. They got to work extra hard. But that, I mean, because we're Christians, we believe in the redemption of Jesus Christ. Any people can change, but it's all about your mindset. It's all about what you are putting in yourself.
I kind of have to. I may have to like not agree with that fully because what you're talking about versus romantic love versus just agape love or whatever. Like I feel you on that. Forgive because that's what Christ wants us to do. But you know it's hard to repair the romantic side of that.
So you don't think people can ever come back from cheating?
Yeah, I think they can, but I'm just saying. But it depends on the person. Like you asked.
What I just said.
Right. When you ask the question, like when do you walk away? And I think there is no definitive time to walk away. That song that says when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, what is your fed up? What at what point do you become fed up? Does Angela become fed up? Does Jericho become fed up?
I just told y'all when I find out I'm gone, I'm fed up then. When I find out I'm up to here automatically because it takes too much effort.
You say that. You think have you walked away that easily in your past relationship?
No, and that's why I learned. And you talking about somebody that was 20 when I met my ex-fiance, I was 22 years old. No, 21, 22 years old. So you talking about somebody young or whatever that makes dumb mistakes. But now as I've gotten older and what I realize is that I am not the person. Now maybe other women can. I am not the person that can deal. Everybody has their boundaries. Infidelity is my boundary. Abuse is my boundary. Those things that I'm walking away from immediately. I don't care how long we've been together. I don't care how, because I know me and I know that I can never completely trust you ever again. And if you don't have 100% trust in your relationship or your marriage, then it's not going to be pleasant to deal. And people say life is too short. Life is too long to be in a relationship where you don't have 100% trust, 100% friendship, and that because once you break my trust, I don't even look at you the same. And I'm not waiting around to try to get back to where I seen you beforehand. I'm just ready to get with somebody else and let you go on and do what you're going to do.
Okay, well, we all know, infidelity, that should be everybody's breaking point. That should be everybody's fed up. I get that, but what about the man that just got bad habits? Like, he a good dude, but he just got some bad habits. You know, maybe
cheating is a bad habit.
Maybe he's not the cleanest person in the world, or maybe sometimes he just forgets simple things or whatever. Like, is that enough to leave somebody to walk away?
No, absolutely
no, we're not saying. I'm talking about cheating specifically.
No, but see, okay, I know that, but I'm saying like, but we was talking about everybody's fed up is different. So we all know cheating. Okay, that's the end all be all, or it should be. It ain't always that for everybody, but you know that seems to be the general consensus. But what can you live with? Like, what is something that you can just come?
Well, it's totally different for every individual, and that's one reason I always say don't listen to everybody with what they're trying to tell you is best for you, because what Jerica don't want to deal with, I may be okay with, and vice versa. So that is so individualized.
If I got to deal with a man who may not be the cleanest, or, you know, may forget things you tell him, like, babe, look, I need you to do this, and he forget, versus somebody who's cheating and manipulative and narcissist and on drugs and substances, absolutely, you know.
I mean, when they say marriage is work, I believe that's kind of the stuff they're talking about. Oh, he might not pick up after himself that much.
Right.
If you're talking about cheating and lying, that's not the work that marriage is. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this: what is cheating? What is cheating to you?
Anything you wouldn't do in front of my face.
Whoa. That's way too broad. No, Jerica. That's really way too broad, because
anything that you are not willing to do in front of my face is cheating, because
that's you can't. But Jerica, here's the thing. You can't do that, because what if I'm with my homeboys? I act different with my homeboys than I will with you.
If you're with your homeboys and you flirting with other women, you wouldn't do that in my presence. So that's cheating. Whether you want to admit it or not.
I would say that's not cheating. If you flirt with another woman, that's not cheating. That might be a little disrespect behind your back, but that's not cheating.
Disrespectful, it can lead to cheating.
Maybe harmless flirting, I would give you that. I may give you that. And
it's not harmless. That's not harmless, because that leads to things. You're creating habits. You're being sneaky and disrespectful, and that will lead to God knows what.
Correct.
So it's not harmless.
So if I'm out with the homies, right? I'm out with the homies, we kicking it, we chilling, and we just, let's say we flirting with the bartender or whatever. And like I said,
why are you flirting? You can tell your homies she cute, or if somebody say she cute and you like, yeah, she look good. That's your limit. That's it. You ain't got to say nothing to that lady.
So even if it
exactly
right,
so even if it's like I say, it's harmless flirting. We didn't get the number. We didn't get the Instagram, nothing. Like, the night is over. We gone. That's like.
Would you appreciate your woman like up in a man face? Oh, your beard. Like, would you appreciate
what you got on? Would you appreciate that?
So good. Like, would you appreciate that at all?
Burble said, what if he's naturally charming and you see him as flirtatious? If he respects you enough to keep it away from you, is he being secretive? If she has trust issues, so he adjusts, is he fake? Is he living a lie?
He needs help. If you're naturally charming and all up on women, I mean, if sis gets with him and stay with him and she knows that's how he is, that's on her. But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Sandra said my wife is gorgeous. I be telling her to go and get guys' numbers while we're out at dinner.
Are you crazy?
Boy, he said she. I don't know about that one, big dog.
He's joking.
That's the dynamic. Then I ain't mad at it, but you know, I mean, no. I mean, like if you, like I said, a lot of people are just naturally charming. And, you know, they make people laugh or people feel good or whatever, but they're not trying to get with that person. They just, you know, it's just banter. It's really what it is.
Cheating is, you have the physical cheating, and then of course you have the emotional cheating, and it's both cheating, but of course it's those levels to it. So I feel like you being flirty, like that's emotionally cheating, because you're emotionally hurting my feelings by doing that.
But
like I don't appreciate that.
You're not
you
there.
Won't do it in my presence.
But you know what? Sometimes people can take just, like I said, some people have that outgoing personality, and it depends on how they navigate that, or because when you get in a relationship, some people have an outgoing personality and it can come off as flirtatious. For me, I know that guys have thought that I was flirt with them just because I am a smiler. Like if I see a guy, or anybody, I'm smiling. Hey, how you doing? Sometimes guys will think that I'm being flirtatious or I'm trying to get their attention because I'm just naturally nice. I don't mean anything by it. If I walk past a person, like say we're on the same aisle in the store or something like that, I may give a smile, but it's not like, oh, I'm trying to see, like I'm not even checking you out like that. I'm just
sometimes people do take it.
Yeah, I'm naturally a nice person, and I've had times where guys thought that I was, so I had to like try to learn how to adjust that so that it wouldn't come off that I'm being flirtatious, because I'm like, I'm really not being flirtatious, especially if I'm in a relationship. I'm definitely not, thinking about you. I'm just a naturally nice person. I'm a Southern girl, so I have that Southern hospitality about me. It's not that I'm trying to flirt with every guy.
And some people probably need to get over themselves, because I can remember somebody telling me like, you wouldn't even know if somebody trying to holler at you, because I'm just not thinking so highly of myself, and if you trying to holler at me and ain't blunt enough, I'm ignoring it. So some people need to get over themselves.
Okay, so when you go out and you get and you get all dolled up and G'd up and everything like that, you're not expecting anybody to say anything to you, like no.
I get hollered at every time. What that got to do with anything?
Right, and because believe it or not, people have always said that I'm a natural flirt.
What? Not you?
You said I am a natural
flirt. No, I don't believe that.
I'm very charming. I can be very charming.
You're scary.
I'm very charming.
You're scary.
And, well, hey, but people have told me I'm a natural flirt, and like people would think that, and I can be sometimes, because I'm not in a relationship. That's why I say harmless flirting is different versus. I am charming. Don't say that. First of all, I worked in the male dominated environment.
Eric said he thought that I liked him.
What she do, big dog? Hey, did she smile at you? Did she smile at you? What? I want to know what she did. Did she smile at you?
Whatever.
She smile at everybody. See, this is why I tell her about having that little crazy grin on her face all the time, because people think that she nice and want to talk
nice. They don't, like you said, a crazy grin. I don't have a crazy grin on my face.
Girl, keep your grin.
Yeah, she always looking like she welcoming and want to talk and all that kind of stuff. But
back to the cheating, Mark. You can't be out. You can't be out flirting. You wouldn't appreciate your woman doing that. So it may not be completely cheating, but like that's not cool. You wouldn't appreciate her doing it. So I just think there's certain things you just shouldn't do.
Okay, so there is a such thing as harmless flirting. We talked about that.
I don't call it harmless. That's
some guys will flirt, like they won't disrespect their relationship, but some guys will go out and flirt to what they say, just to see if they still got it.
Why?
Because it's a sport. It's games. It's fun. It's like your homeboys dare you to do it, or they challenge you to do it.
See if you got it. If you getting a stare, or if somebody come trying to talk to you, you don't have to be the one pushing it.
Right.
No, but like I said, it's
if they ain't coming to you or staring, you ain't got it.
You know what?
You do not.
When a woman,
you can't say that, because it's different. It's different for a woman than it is a man. For y'all, a man has to notice you. Yeah, all y'all got to do is walk in the room and a guy notice y'all. For us, we have to approach.
You don't.
Like, we have to engage in conversation.
When a man walks in a room, and he has his air about him, women are going to take notice, and they're going to let you know that they're interested in you. Women these days are not just sitting in no corner looking shy, waiting for. No, they'll let you know that they're interested in you. Women these days, they will let you know. So if you got it, they'll let you know some kind of way, because they'll come over there and start flirting with you.
Yeah, Lady Rich said flirting while in a relationship is never okay. It's an open door. The person you're flirting with could try to take it further. So you probably don't. You might not care about, or thinking about it, but that other person, you don't never know what type of feelings and emotions it may arouse in them, because they like, they might really take it serious.
And like she said, it's literally just an open door. So you're gonna start and not care, but you're opening a door, and you don't know what you're gonna do.
Berber said, "Why do women want their strong?" Berber said, "Why do women want their men to not flirt when they say women doesn't stop? When those same women don't stop." I don't know.
Rewrite it, big homie. Rewrite that. And they name Verbal. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
His real name ain't Verbal. That's his
name. Verbal, and he can't type. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
He said the same. Why do women want their men to not flirt when
the same way men don't want their women to flirt? Same.
Okay, so flirting is bad and everything. What if it's cheating? Let's say your man was out, he got a little tipsy or whatever. He kissed another girl. Could you forgive that? Is that? I know that's cheating, but he didn't sleep with her.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, what could you forgive that?
No, if it was a mistake, you shouldn't have got that drunk or whatever to be kissing no other woman. No,
because it boils down to this: these same men who holler about I'm the leader, but if you don't have no self-discipline, how can you be a true leader? If you don't have control over your flesh, how can you be a leader talking about lead me in my household? No. These same men to be talking about, oh, I got tricked by the 17-year-old. I ain't know she was, but you want to be a leader, but you letting the child lead you straight? Like
17-year-old.
No, this is a real conversation going around where men are saying that.
Thank you, Chevis, for tagging people, letting them know that
when women are whatever, when men get caught in relationship with these younger girls, these teenage 17, 16-year-olds, and they're saying, "Oh well, I didn't know, she fooled me. I didn't know her age." So, but
they lying. They just got caught, and that's what they have to say,
right?
Because I remember being 16 and 17, knowing I didn't have to lie.
Right, talking about leaders. How can you lead a home when you lack discipline? You can't lead nobody when you don't have discipline. You can't stop yourself from flirting. If you can't stop yourself from drinking so much, when you'll kiss somebody. If you can't stop yourself from falling in another woman's private area, then how can you lead me? No.
That's true. I can agree with that.
So what is emotional cheating? I hear that all the time. What is emotional cheating? Like how what is
your work wife? Your work husband,
but we don't.
Because y'all been about the job and been about what's going on in life.
Yeah.
So
it's more of a friendship, but y'all know y'all like each other. Or sometimes people are really confiding in these people and saying, I feel a certain way about you, but we ain't gonna go there. Like, what emotional cheating is.
Yeah,
correct.
So if he catch feelings for somebody else, that's emotional cheating.
Yeah, absolutely. If you catching that stronger feeling for him, you need to go be with him.
Right.
or maybe you need to step your game up.
Where
you lacking at?
Maybe I need to step my game on and go.
What do y'all think about this? Because I always say this.
We're gonna give y'all. We've been on for hour 32 minutes. We're gonna give y'all about another 10 or so minutes.
Okay, it's not going to be a crowd favorite, but I believe that you have a cheater, and then I believe that you could possibly have had somebody who cheated, and there's two different things. I believe that a cheater, you absolutely are just a cheater, and you probably been knowing bruh as a cheater since the beginning, since before y'all got married. Like, you've had issues after issues, and then I can remember that Netflix movie with Nia Long. It had me thinking. Do y'all remember that one? I can't remember what it was called.
Fatal Affair.
I think that's what it is.
And
it had me. Yep.
Yeah.
And it had me thinking, dang, what if I'm in a relationship for a marriage for 20 years and things start slowing down for us, and I feel like the emotional connection isn't there anymore, and I'm emotionally cheating with someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not careful, it can happen to anybody. I feel like if you're not careful and intentional, I saw a post before. Anybody can cheat.
Yeah.
That's why you don't put yourself in situations,
right?
Because if you're not careful, I believe it can happen. Yeah. So I believe some people are cheaters, and sometimes things happen, and you cheat, and you will never do it again, and you feel horrible. And
okay, so Jerker, was you saying that you can agree with that? You just said you can't do a cheater. So if you have a person that just cheated versus a cheater, could you give him another chance?
Some mistakes you have to get the consequences of it. And that's one of them things. If you cheated on me, whether you cheated or you're a cheater, you just gonna have to suffer the consequences of my absence, because just certain things you got to suffer the consequences, and that's one of them. Just like you could say, somebody say, well, I didn't necessarily I didn't murder the person, but I just was responsible a little bit. Like you still got to go to jail. Like it is what it is. Like
I didn't kill him, but I drove the car.
Well, I mean, you do have first degree murder versus other. I mean, there are definitely levels to it.
Manslaughter, murder, manslaughter, yeah.
Right. So, it's just one of those things. I can't. That's a boundary for me. I can't cross the boundary, because I know that cheating it plays on a woman's mental. It starts making you question yourself. It starts making you
what about me, Dad?
It makes you question yourself. It makes you literally crazy, where when you try to stay with them, you trying to stalk them every time. Like you can't trust nothing they say. If they saying I'm gonna be at my mama's house, are they really at their mama's house? So you got all these thoughts going on all the time. It turns you into almost like a private investigator, where you are, literally going crazy, trying to check up behind them all the time. I can't.
You don't even want to be that. You don't even want to be like that.
But yeah. What if your man gave an ex some money because she needed some help?
Do they have children together, or
they ain't got no kids. They
no, he
they
can't do that.
But if she came to him and like, hey, I need some help, can I borrow $200 or something, whatever? No. And let's say he gave it to her, but that's it. He gave it to her to help her out. You consider that's betrayal. That's considered.
You shouldn't be giving a woman. First of all, when you get in a relationship, there are things you gotta start establishing boundaries. That's on both ends. If you got an ex that why is she still coming to you asking for money? And furthermore, if it's what's the word I'm looking for? Innocent. Why wouldn't you explain it to your wife or your woman? Why are you sneaking giving your ex money? Because if she feels like you're gonna be that supportive of her, she's gonna keep coming. It's not gonna stop at one incident. She's gonna keep coming. So I feel like when you get in a relationship, as hard as it is, and I always say this, when I get in a relationship, don't ever take away my choice to choose. Like, don't ever take away my right to choose whatever. You're gonna do something, whatever. Don't ever take away my right to choose or make a decision about something that you are doing. So if you're taking money out of our household for an ex and you don't tell me, that's gonna be a problem for me, and it's gonna be some hell raising, because why are you doing it?
And it's gonna be some hell.
Why are you doing it? Right. Like you don't take no money out of our house for an ex who is still here. Why is she still calling you about some money? She need to be talking to whoever she dealing with, or whatever the case may be. Now, if we have a conversation about it and I realize it's innocent, because I'm this type of woman. I try to be very understanding. But when I feel like it's getting to a point where you're taking my kindness for weakness and you think that you can just play the radio and do anything, then that's when you definitely gonna have a problem with me. Like, don't ever do things that will mess up my trust, my loyalty, and things like that, or whatever, and do sneaky things behind my back, because like they say, God gonna always reveal it. It's called enabling, Chevins. And at the end of the day, if she feel like she can keep coming to you for money, if she feel like she can get $200 up out of you for one time, she gonna keep doing that. And at some point, like Jerka said, as a man, when you get in a relationship, you got to learn how to, if you really want a relationship, then you got to learn how to navigate some boundaries. All the things that you used to do as a single person, you can't do that no more, because that's the same way women have to do. You cannot be the same person. If you want to be the same person that you were when you single, you should not get in a relationship.
Correct.
Facts.
You can't bring somebody else into your life and still do the same thing, because I'm gonna want to know why she still feel comfortable enough to call you, because I'm gonna feel like something going on between y'all that y'all ain't told me about, for her you still whispering sweet nothings in her ear, for her to be able to call you and tell me something, give me some money. I would never call an ex and tell me something, give me some $200. No, what she calling you for? Talking about some money. So it's really gonna cause some spiraling and some furniture moving up in our own place, because what is she calling you for, asking for some money? Like, no,
And women know how to play the radio. Women will use stuff like that to manipulate men. They know women because they'll still be trying to, see where his head at. I still got him by a ball in the train. That nigga, he'll still give me some money if I call or whatever. Because women to play the radio, they'll know that a woman, he got a new woman, and if they want to spin a block, even if they don't want to spin a block, they just want to still know that they got it with that dude. You know what I'm saying? To disrespect the other woman. Women to do stuff like that.
Just so manipulative. Y'all are scandalous. Scandalous.
Well, we learn from the best.
No, y'all didn't get that from us.
No,
y'all did not get that from us.
Y'all been scandalous ever since Pop days because he had a family across town. Y'all been scandalous.
Mama Angelina, hey, she said, we are witness marriages survive infidelity. Don't be so quick to throw your great husband away. Remember, you're not a fool if you decide my marriage is worth fighting for.
Yeah, and that's true. Evangelist Porter, marriages do survive infidelity, but my great husband when she
what's the damage afterwards?
Right, the damage effect of it, and the psyche to this woman, because I've seen marriages survive it. Yes, they did survive infidelity. They lasted, but the woman
is paralyzed.
Yeah, she resented it.
You survive, but you're paralyzed.
Right, you survive, but you're paralyzed. So it's like, yeah, you can survive it, but are you happy? Are you in a cohesive, loving?
Yeah, I feel like that man have to have worked his buns off. Like he gotta be like at that point. If you really try to show that woman you have changed, there is no she has to have access to all of your accounts. She got to have access to your phone. She can look at it anytime she wants. She needs to know where you are, tracker, everything. Like in order for her to gain the level of trust again that's going to be needed, you got
my husband is not watching this, so I will say this, but I've always said, if that ever happened to me, I'm putting you through hell. I'm not going to let one time in my marriage, but we separating and I'm putting you through hell. And if you love me so much, then you gotta do to fix that.
Okay, but why you gotta put him through hell?
No, because that's major cheating.
I get that, but what you're talking about is it sounds like revenge.
No, it's not. It's because you have taken away the trust. You really did something horrible. I can't just say, it's okay, come get back in my bed. You can't do that.
But you're not. But if you want to put that man through hell, that don't sound like you trying to.
Well, so I don't mean like I'm gonna just be doing little things, but I'm leaving.
They're gonna make it easy for him.
I'm leaving.
He's gonna suffer the consequences. What she's saying.
What's if you talking about forgiving and rebuilding, but then in the same breath, it sounds vengeful.
No, because realistically, let's be real here. Nobody's going to get cheated on and just the same day you find out you cheated on, forgive and feel like it's okay. And I'm leaving. We need space because I don't know if you really want me. I don't know if I really want you. Like we need space because you done did the worst thing ever.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why some marriages survive infidelity is when the man cheats.
I'm sure some of them separated.
But I'm gonna tell you why some. But the reason why is because men, we don't cheat because we don't cheat from emotion.
We don't give a dang about the reason right now.
That's what y'all be concerned about. Y'all women will ask, well, do you love her? No, we don't love her. So that's why it can survive because we still got emotions for y'all. But when a woman cheats,
no,
y'all mess around, y'all end up liking the dude. Like,
no, that's not always true. That's not always true.
Y'all not finna cheat with nobody y'all don't like. That ain't how that works.
I liked you more
because you like a man not gonna cheat with somebody that he's not attracted to. You got to
that's physical. That's physical. That's not emotional.
No, it got to be something about But that's why prostitution. It got to be something about that woman that you like for you to.
No, not really. No, it's not. Listen to Steph. That's why prostitution remains the #1 business in the world. He don't like her for real. it's just something different. She looked good. It's physical. There
she
is no emotion.
Exactly.
But that's not emotional. That's physical.
It don't matter. A woman don't have to be emotionally. A woman don't have to be emotionally attached to a man to cheat. It might be he said she don't have to be emotionally attached. He might have looked good, or she might have liked how he was.
But that man tapped into some sort of emotion for her, though. He had to. Y'all just not built like that, man. Y'all not just gonna run off.
Mark. It's like you're trying to make an excuse. We're talking about cheating and separating. I don't care what the reason was. It doesn't matter.
Even if it was just a feel, like I said, even if it was just a physical attraction, always just a physical thing, you still have to put so much effort in just to get to that point. So for you to cheat, period, you had plenty of opportunity to say this ain't. I just seen this. It was this video or whatever, where this guy, he was driving in a car, and the caption was like, when you're driving to your sneaky link, but then you remember your family back at home. So he playing all these memories in his head where he playing with his children, his wife, and they going around. But he never turned the car around, though. He was still headed but the guilt eating him up. But he's still driving toward the sneaky link. But he remembered all this time playing with his kids and stuff, his wife back at home, but still driving to the sneaky link. So this is what I'm saying. You have all the time in the world to turn back. Make a U-turn, say no, but you still go ahead with it. And this is what women.
My God, that's a word right there. Exactly. Jesus.
This is why women can't accept that, oh, it was just a physical thing, or I ain't love her. Because you did so much lying just to get to this point. Just to smash this woman, you did so much lying. So if you could lie about this, or a woman you say you don't care about, what else could you be lying to me about that? And that's how we see it.
It don't matter for some women, like you said, some women that said, did you love her? It don't matter about loving. The fact that you allowed, like you said, you did all this lying to get there, and then on top of that, women, you play this like you got her feeling some kind of way, you got her moaning some kind of way, you got her doing all of this, like that wrecks your brain. Like, what? That's the same way how y'all feel like, man, another dude been up through my stuff and make you do this and do that. Like, we feel the same way. It don't matter. Well, like I said, different women, different strokes for different folks. For me, it don't matter if you loved her. It don't matter if she didn't mean nothing to you. The fact that you betrayed my trust when all you had to do is tell me, look, I don't want this relationship no more stuff, or it ain't doing it for me no more, or we need to separate. Leave me alone. Let me go on about my business. It might hurt me, but leave me alone, and then do what you want to do. But the fact that you have committed to me, then you need to make conscious decisions, because if a woman got to do it, we have to make conscious decisions to be committed to you. Then I feel like it's supposed to go both ways. If you want something else, I would rather you leave me and go get that. I might be hurt. It might be 10, 15 years in the game. We didn't been together. We didn't build, whatever the case. But I'd rather you leave me and go do what you want to do out in these streets for you to be and brought me something back. You know what I'm saying? And then what's the worst thing too, because a lot of times women, they be getting cheated on, and everybody around in that circle on social media, they know it, but the woman don't. And you thinking you got a good man, you room for that. You room for him, and then everybody else looking at it like, dang, sis don't even know. You making me look stupid out here.
You know how many women's husbands I done seen on dating profiles? Yeah. Dating, and she'll be posting my man crush Monday, and this my bae and all that kind of stuff, and don't even know, sis, your husband is on dating apps. Tell me he's single, so don't have me out here looking crazy. My point. And then, like you say, diseases. A part of the group I'm in, it was a post last week. This woman has only been with her husband. Like, they've been married, I think she said like 13 years, something like that. Only been with her husband. This woman come up, she got gonorrhea. And so what do y'all think? I should confront him, or do you think I should let him go? Baby, if he's the only one you're sleeping with and you got gonorrhea doing a routine test that you get your test done every year, what you mean should I confront him? Like, so, and because men are so sloppy when they cheat, they don't even do good enough to cover their tracks, so let alone you talking about putting on protection properly. Like, no, sirree. Let's talk about the number of women that don't count HIV, especially black women, from down low men or men that's out here cheating. Like, it's too much risk for a woman to deal with a cheating man or whatever, because we can get AIDS faster than y'all can get AIDS from heterosexual activity. We get it faster from heterosexual activity. So it's too risque to be dealing with a cheater. That's why I'm no. It's absolutely not. It's not going down.
Verbal, and we don't go. Verbal said the lies is not for him and the side chick. It's an attempt to save your heart. Don't save my heart like that.
No, the lies are an attempt for you to cover up what you're doing so you can have your cake and eat it too.
No, I know, I know he coming. Do y'all remember that movie Baby Boy? When him and Yvette got to arguing on the steps outside.
Because I love you, girl. Boy, please.
Yeah, but you know what? Now, as far-fetched as that seems, I promise you, every dude that saw that scene was like, I know where he coming from.
I mean, we get y'all rationale behind it, but say a woman go and give another man oral sex and she don't tell you because she want to save your heart. She want to save your heart. How you gonna take that?
Well, then don't tell me. Lord have mercy. Don't say nothing. Don't tell me that. Woo! Oh my Lord! And
just
you know
like,
I could probably take you sleeping with him better than you.
All right, it don't matter. But all right then. But what I'm saying is that's how we view how y'all cheat, regardless of what it is. If a woman go out and give oral sex to another man while she's in a relationship with you, but she lied to save your heart and you found out about it, you're not going to take it okay. And that's how we feel. You're not going to take it okay because you don't want no one. Don't lie. You gonna like, don't lie to me about that now. That's just so it's boom.
Infidelity is horrible.
It is.
Boom.
And ladies, see, this is a clear example out here, ladies. Get all you can get from these Negroes. Most of them ain't no good anyway. They already done planned in their head to cheat and be disloyal. So you might well get wild, like they say, get wild.
Ladies, your man of God, ladies, is not planning to cheat. He is not disloyal.
He's supposed to be a man of God, and these men on here supposed to be men of God. And they talking about what they
word curses that are put in the atmosphere. The black man that loves his woman, the godly man shall come forth. He shall walk in the church door. He shall be saved.
I'm gonna be realistic though. It's some godly men out here that mean well, they still cheated. It didn't mean they wasn't godly. They made bad decisions.
I ain't sending you no offer money, prophet.
My cash app is.
I think because like what Mama Evelyn said, life happens. Trust me, you can be happier than ever before. Don't let life rob you of your peace. We talk about healthy people, not saying be a fool, but we have to remember two people in a relationship, be willing to find out what happened. Please don't say it's not my fault, he cheated. That's not what I'm saying. Be willing to have a conversation. I think you have some godly men who have just made dumb decisions. I mean, that's go on both parts. Like people make dumb decisions, and I think it boils down to what can you deal with and the level of disrespect and all this type of stuff that it was. You just have to figure out what works for you, because I do think that there are good men who make dumb decisions and it does wreak havoc on the family and hurt like crap. But it just depends on what you feel about their relationship, whether you're able to take it back. And everybody's different. For you, Jerker, you say you could absolutely not. Different people or whatever have different viewpoints on it. But yeah, I wouldn't say that it's no good men or men of God don't cheat. I think we have history has proven you got men of God who really are real men of God who cheat, and it wasn't pleasant. I mean, I heard Jamal Bryant talked about the other day on a podcast. He said the first time he ever tried monogamy was when he got married. He had never tried to discipline himself, which was terrible. Because how do you? And I've even had a conversation with a guy before like this, like. His mindset was he gonna live his life and do him, and all throughout his singleness. But when he get ready to get married, he gonna lock all it down. You can't. How can you ain't even practice that? You can't just. That's a rhythm that you gotta get. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to grow and develop into. And you think that just because you get married, that's gonna cause you to stop cheating? That's no way, because you ain't practiced that. You haven't, like Jerry said, you haven't disciplined.
I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, love is a choice. You got to make a decision, and I know what he's talking about. Where the first time I tried monogamy, because I looked at that clip or whatever, that's a choice. When you can be unemployed all your life, and then you finally get a job, and let's say you miss a couple of days of work, I ain't used to working. That job ain't gonna be trying to hear that. No, we hired you to do a job, get up and come to work. You got married, you know what that entails. You're not dumb. You cannot cheat on your woman, period. That's just how that goes.
And that's true. And that's the mindset they'll go in it with. But honestly, habits are habits. So if you are not really conditioning yourself, whether you practice it with the woman or not, but just knowing, hey, I need to control these habits, or I need to make sure I don't put myself in certain situations, you are absolutely liable, even knowing what's right. You are definitely capable, of still being that cheater.
He knew that before he got married. He knew that before he got married. And the mistake.
You're talking about Pastor Jamal specifically. I ain't even talking about I'm talking about a person in general. If you're used to doing a thing, your habits are your habits. And
that's true. But then in that instance, like I said, the mistake is getting married. Not that, I got married and now I can't control these urges. Well, then you never.
You're talking about people in church. How many people in church actually get married because they want to do the right thing? And that be our issue. We want to do the right thing, but you have not tackled certain things. So we're forced to marry in this church scenery, but you really are not ready to be married. But you marry because you'd rather do that than burn.
That's true.
Right. And I heard a man say that
the black church is the only institution that wants you to be married but not date. That's the honest God truth. They want everybody to be married, but they don't want you to date nobody.
Well, biblically, we're not supposed to be dating. That's a worldly term. Biblically, as Christians, we're really supposed to be courting.
What's the difference between dating and courting? Because I think
it's really no difference.
It's just using different words.
Because dating is where you just out here just shooting the breeze. You going with the flow. Courting is when you decide that you are ready for marriage, and so you're going to be looking at partners specifically for marriage. Like you're not going to even entertain anybody that you don't date.
Most people that date.
People out here date. I'm telling you, I'm a part of a group. It's another group, and all these men out here that's cheaters. Y'all better, especially in Atlanta, because they got groups. They're posting y'all pictures and saying, "Do y'all talk to this man? Do y'all know this man?" All that kind of stuff. So you can't even cheat.
I'm in that group. Are we dating the same man?
They got several groups, but they be blasting these men, honey. And you see,
I'm not in that group. I'm not in that group.
Are we dating the same man? The women be Delulu in there.
Is anybody talking with him?
Girl, you don't know him.
Posted a man with his two fingers sticking up, his middle fingers. Then he had a teardrop on his eye, and then he was sitting there and telling us something. Does anybody know him? Anybody fooling with him? I said nobody with sense, girl. Please. So dating is different because some people they're not even.
Boaz did not court Ruth.
We don't want Boaz. I'm sick of the.
You might call America needs 1 week group free. She absolutely does.
I challenged her. Do you remember that?
That's
I challenged America to stay away from her groups for 1 week.
Yeah, and I did. I did.
And what happened? I bet all your hair fell out too. You couldn't get in there. You couldn't look on them groups. You were going through withdrawals like a crackhead.
I don't know what's going on.
They won't accept me.
Did y'all say y'all was married and engaged?
But what is this group? What's the name of this group? You said that they put men's picture in there, and then
are we dating the same guy? So women are in there like, are you
I dated him? It's a group called I Dated Him. You see, I got somebody put down, and it's another group called Is This Your Man? ATL. So y'all fellas are in here. Matter of fact, I actually seen a girl I went to high school. I seen her husband in there. So y'all can't even cheat no more because women are, and that's why you say women are accountable. We in a group accountable for each other. We looking out for each other. We're trying to make sure, hey, and it's sad that we gotta create stuff like this because men play the field so much and are going around the city just putting women a notch on their belt. So I'm just telling y'all, men, if y'all want to cheat, you gonna get caught. You don't get caught because we out here looking for you. We posting your picture, your wife information, everything else. So hey, for ladies who want to see your man on there, it's called I Dated Him.
Angela,
Is This Your Man? ATL.
Angela,
what?
Did you see Steph's face when she was talking about that.
You say, see my face out.
Oh, Steph, she kind of was like, what's it called?
What? Look, send it to me. Send it to me after the show. Send it to me. I'm joining.
Angela, did you see her face? I ain't never seen her look.
Well, how I was looking.
I didn't see the face, but I did hear the curiosity.
Wait a minute. Jerica, did you see her? I swear, your face was like...
Send me that page. Send it to me. Share it to me. You've been warned. Whoever you are, you've been warned.
Right. Yeah, but so somebody said sometimes we manifest what we want. That's true.
You laughing mighty hard, man of God.
Verbal, you are so right.
The Bible says to be wise as a serpent. And so you still have to be wise and know what's going on out here. You do not have to go to Harvard to understand pattern recognition.
Look at Verbal's comment, but Verbal is so true though. The groups now, it is entertainment. And today I was in there helping some women out, like, girl, get over it. Girl, stop being so... You've been knowing this man for 3 months. Why are you so distraught? Like, you cannot keep setting yourself up, okay? So he's right. Sometimes you manifest with your energy into.
And that's true, Verbal. I understand that because I understand that maybe better than most because a little bit of my testimony, God saved me. But I used to dabble into occult magic. So I understand deeper than most about manifesting and word magic, sex magic, counter magic, all that kind of stuff. I've Egyptology, Kemet, and all that kind of stuff. I know about that stuff. So I understand that, but at the same time, you have to be wise. And yes, that doesn't mean that I don't put my faith toward things or my faith toward the promises of God, because that's what I do as a Christian. I put my faith towards the promises of God and not just randomly manifesting any and everything I think I want. But at the end of the day, you still have to be wise. And the group take away.
And you know what? You have to be wise, but it makes me think some of these groups and some of the stuff I read and the women, it's like, if you're not that woman, like some of these women are really, are you crazy? You gotta be 18. You gotta be stupid. I'm sorry. So if you're not even that woman, stop relating to them. Stop relating to their stories. You're not her.
Y'all are really going in on these comments. I see y'all enjoy this crazy stuff we be doing sometimes. He said, "Sex measure all things may not be expedient. There a group page for them."
You do not want to open them doors. I'm telling you. Trust me. Look at my eyes.
I'm gonna start a page.
Serious.
I'm gonna start a Facebook page. Are we dating the same woman?
Hold up, what is sex magic? What's that?
Pretty much magic using involving sex. Like it's a form of magic.
It's called feminine wiles, is what it is. Femininity. That's what it's called. Because y'all be putting voodoo on us all day long.
Oh, please. Yeah, voodoo to get y'all away from us.
Well, amen.
Throwing salt behind our shoulder.
You know what? I had a pain in my neck the other day, Jerica. Let me find out you got a doll over there with my picture on.
Never.
On that note, we've been on the
doll.
Let me find out. Let me find out. You got a doll over there. You got a piece of my hair over there. No wonder I've been having headaches because of you.
Mark, what'd you say, Jerica? You had a doll on what?
I'll be done bent the leg back and snap the leg on it.
Golly. Lord. Hey, not break his leg. Anyway.
So well.
Let me watch Stephanie find that group tonight.
It's a more in-depth and intentional form of yoga.
Yoga is the money. I don't even have to worry about getting in it because I got my man. I got the person that the two people in there that need to be in there because I know they're gonna be checking things out for whoever my man is.
Me just scrolling, minding my business.
He laughing.
You've been warned. You've been warned.
And guess what? They do be on there. That's my sister's fiance.
They do. They were like, hold up, is his name Boris? Oh yeah, I know. Is he a person? Is he a personal trainer at Planet Fitness? Oh my God, yes, I just. So y'all ain't hiding no more, man. I'm telling you, get your house in order. Cause like they hide your kids, hide your wife, cause we come for you.
Get your house in order.
Oh,
do it today.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, we're gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go.
I got to go, y'all.
Well, listen, y'all. I hope y'all have enjoyed the show. Look, we were on a hiatus, but we came back with a vengeance, and I just listen. Just know that there are pages out there that will get you caught up. Okay, Mar, you was laughing so hard, man.
Say no to infidelity. Say no.
Let me go through this photo album and see if I see his picture.
He's so tickled. Look, we loving the
y'all go through great lengths to just try and find stuff, man.
Oh, thank you,
we have to be this way to protect ourselves from crazy, no good men. We enjoy you too, Cedric Jones, even though you don't be on my side most of the time.
That's my boy. That's my boy Sid.
Oh, that's the reason. Oh, birds of a feather flock together. Now I see. Y'all
that's my boy right now. One time.
Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for always putting y'all 2 cents in. We appreciate it. Listen, like I say all the time, we're not saying we have the answers. We come with our own input and perspectives. Maybe from that, somebody can glean some level of knowledge and understanding. As the Bible says, in all your ways, get an understanding. And so we just trying to get
y'all solutions. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all listen to me. I ain't saying them false.
Yeah, please.
But anyway, some sex magic spells or something.
Thank y'all so much for joining. Until next time, y'all are blessed, y'all are loved, y'all are favored. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good night, bud.